Kache once again here with this second account where I'm taking us on our free-to-play journey. You should have watched the previous video to this, telling you which missions you need to make sure and get active before you come on this hunt. So we're set up in such a way that we've got our ammo and everything ready to go. Same setup as we did before. All right, let's get ourselves going. As usual, we're going to follow the same basic route. What we're going to be doing is we're just going to come out of camp and kind of work our way into the little valley, then come up on this plateau, work our way down to the water, and then from there, if we were to continue to hunt, we'd either go up to the stand and down to the lake, or we would go around the bottom edge and down to the lake. But hopefully we'll have our mule deer long before we got to worry about that down there. So we'll get to that when we get to it. I'm just going to drop my marker down here, except I can't do that, of course. So just let me clear that, get it taken care of here. There we go. I'm just going to drop a marker down there at the water's edge to give us our general direction we have to go as we travel, as you see. And I'm just going to bring up my firearm, make sure I got one in the chamber. Alright. I'm going to hit tab to bring up my hunter mate and Q to start moving. Now, on our last hunt, what we did is we went up and then we kitty-cornered off to the right side of the archery range. But this time around, we're actually going to be traveling a little more directly towards our dot. And you can see on this side, we would be on the shore. And we're actually going to take the time this time to just walk around on this side and get a glance down on the shoreline. Again, don't worry about the fact that we're walking normally. It's kind of pointless for us to try to hide at this point. We will do some hiding, but just at this moment, we're just trying to get down here and get a look down at that shoreline, because every once in a while there will be one down there. The end of that log reminds me of a deer right there. So we don't have any action going down here. So we're going to get back on the hunter mate, and we're going to get back in motion again. Hit Q to get walking, and we're just going to head up. And again, we're going to cross the road. This time we're going to cross it down on this end. Just change it up a little bit. We're walking at a normal pace because as we travel, we'll be traveling into the wind, so we don't have to worry about the deer ahead of us smelling us. And so instead, they'll hear us, but they won't smell us. So when they hear us, they'll give an alert. A doe will bleat or a buck will snort, and at that time we stop and we call them in. And they've heard the noise, but they don't know what made the noise, and that's why we begin calling with the deer call to convince them that it was a deer that made the noise, and they come to investigate, of course, and that's when we get our shooting. And here we go. We're just gonna get ourselves across the road and start working our way. That's going to help us pick him out from the trees down there. Sometimes if you're not seeing anything head on, turn your head to the side and use the edge of your screen, because it very slightly magnifies those things. Let's give them another call. We want to keep them about 30 seconds apart. I'm hoping they'll kind of alternate alerting back and forth so we can keep track of both of them. And like I say, it'd be nice if we could see both of them. But if we could just get one more solid alert, we might be able to move up yet. But I just want to stay nice and low. We're in a good position in relationship wind-wise. But a lot of times the first deer that we encounter on the hunt, we won't have the luck with. They're still pretty wary. They've just come out of sleeping They're grazing their way along, and they're nervous. Remember, we've got no way to cover our smell. So when they get within a certain distance, they'll smell us whether they're upwind of us or not. So that's why we were hoping that they'll alert, that they'll grunt at least one more time before they just come up on us, you know. I'm just going to double check. We've already loaded our firearm, right? Okay, yep, we're good there. So we can make the shot if they appear. Where'd you go, guys? Come on, don't go quiet on me now. We're 12 minutes in. We gotta get you taken care of. We're just in a spot it's hard to see. We may have to shift one more time. And I don't want to do it at the wrong time. But being that there's two of them, that doubles our chances of getting one to walk into view. And, okay, there we go. New trail found. Another one. There are 3 bucks over there. Okay, we have got to move up. There are now 3 individual bucks down in that area, and we got to get close enough where we can figure out how to get a line of sight on them, because the crawling will be worth it if we can get into a good key position. We're going to move very slowly and carefully. We're going to stay all the way down. Every once in a while we're going to pause, because remember, when a buck gets within the point where we can hear them moving around, a lot of times we'll get activity showing on the monitor. And just like before, about every 30 seconds we want to make sure we give them a call, but we're almost to the point where I think we should be able to get a view down into the valley. I'm going to risk getting up into a kneeling position. Right? Oh, Lordy, he's right there. Do you see him? There he is, guys, our first one. He's got the points we need. Now, I hit him through one lung, so he is going to run a little ways, but we're just going to hold still. Now, I don't know if that was him or a second mule deer that ran on the hillside there. But you notice how they like to stick in the trees in the hillside. I don't know if you saw him. He ran through right down there. But the cool thing is as long as we don't go chasing after them, just hold on to our damn horses here, they'll run only to the next active area, and then they'll stop running. So it means we can do this again. So we just want to hold still, because if we chase after them, they'll keep running. If we don't chase, they'll only run a little while, get it out of their system, and be all good. But with him facing me head on, I shot a little bit left of center, and it took him through his right lung, from the front of his lung all the way to the back. He's not going to go far. All right. Let's just see if we can get one of them to respond to us. If they're still anywhere near, we'll get another buck snort, just because they're trying to orient to where everybody's gotten to and stuff. But we now have this lovely set of tracks in front of us. And remember, one of the things we're supposed to do with our missions is track 5 tracks from the same animal, right? Well, that's right in front of us. So we've already are about to have one of our missions completed, just in the process of doing our hunt. And when we collect him, he had more than 6 points. So it means that we'll actually fulfill the 6-point buck one. I don't think that was quite what we were looking for, though. We'll know in a moment, though. That's his inward trail. This should be it here, right? So he was not one of the bucks that we were tracking. So there was another 3 bucks down in there that I'm sure ran for their lives as soon as the noise went off. But so he was not one of those bucks. Now, I think that was him that we saw go through the woods down there. So yeah, okay, there you go. I was gonna say I'm gonna move in a fashion that will take us towards that way, and we should pick up his tracks again. Some of these tracks are going to be incoming and some outgoing, and it's probably this one over here to the left that's an incoming track. Oh no, it's him. By golly, he did not go far at all. So it was another deer that ran down through there. But so let's come up over here and let's pick up these tracks. Yes, okay, there's the same trail. And then here's our guy over here. We're going to pick up this track. Remember, we're trying to collect 5 tracks from the same animal. And I'm just going to, here we go. That was our blood. We're just trying to pick up these tracks. And this is from a different animal, I believe. All right. Well, let's go over here and let's collect him, because we will eventually get more tracking in. But there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he's not bad, guys. Look at that. He's in terms of the number of horns. But there you go. See, body, right lung. Like I say, I put it through the entire length of his lung. I knew he wouldn't make it far. Now I'll remember our picture this time. Mission: take a 6-point muley completed. We just earned 100. We just earned 100. Where am I? Am I invisible? Apparently I'm invisible. Okay, well, there you go. We'll just take the picture. And there you saw, we just fulfilled another one. Take one with the 243. So now all we have, that objective number 1. So we need to come up with 1 more deer and track a few more tracks. And we are going to have fulfilled our mission. Well, as you can see, we've got tracks right over here that are from a different deer, so we pick that up, and then we'll see if any of these shine over here. There was another set of tracks over here, and that's the deer that ran down through the woods. So we're going to take a look. See, they're not glowing. That means that's a totally different deer off of those tracks. I want to find the tracks of the one that headed off through the woods, because we'll have a nice clear trail to follow. There we go. Now let's see if we can pick up. I'm gonna take the risk of just like standing straight up for a moment to help. Nope. Okay, there we go. These are the tracks over here of the buck that took off down through the woods. He was a nice one. He had a wide set of shoulders and good spread on his horns. Okay, these are inward traveling tracks. See, now this is another one that we heard making noises. What I want to actually do is follow these tracks back a little ways. Okay, now here we go for a whole... Those are feral hogs. You have found a track of a feral hog, but you do not currently own the license or membership to hunt it. So you see, it's nice. It'll let us know. Try back down over here. Okay, here we go. Basically, what I want to do is I want to take care of our whole quest about tracking 5 sets of tracks from the same animal. Okay, so having done that, now somewhere up over here we've got to be able to pick up another track. Yes, our tracking is a little low, it's a little rough, but stick to our cone. We're still in the very, very, very first fields here, and what makes this good is that we can do this little bit of wandering around to find these tracks and take care of that tracking mission without disturbing the stuff that's going to be going on farther up. See? Now that we've picked up 2 tracks, we're starting to circle in. So they're saying that buck could be right up around in here someplace. Let's keep our ears open. I better get down to a crouch, though. Use my common sense. We're just going to keep on looking for tracks. Because if we can manage to pick up 5 tracks from any one animal, then we've fulfilled that situation. And this is one of those bucks we heard. No 2 ways about it. Now, you notice we're having trouble finding the track. He probably went on the side of the hill here. I just wanted to circle the boulder up there first and check. But it could be a little tough. Our tracking is very low. That's just all there is to it. And we're actually going to have to travel a farther distance to locate 5 tracks. Alright, I am going to stand up straight because I've got to get a little more elevation to be able to to spot the tracks. Trust he's moved along, so we're not likely to startle him or hurt anything here. But this is just trying to get that tracking thing out of the way, so from now on we can just concentrate on get that other deer and be done, you know. But I'm not picking up another one of his tracks here anywhere, so we're gonna say to heck with that noise. We're gonna get ourselves back down in our crouch, and we'll head back down to the edge of this woods, and we'll see if we can pick up some more tracks. And like I say, it's very nice because everything that we just tracked and marked, it has X laid down on the map, so we know where to get back to the beginning of what we were chasing. And there are feral hogs again. See? Yep, we do not have a license for him. I know it. He'll tell us every time. They're right down there in the valley. The reason that's important to us is because that's the direction we were going to follow those tracks. And if we move over there with... Feral hogs are incredibly sensitive to smell. Okay? So, the simple truth is that they're so sensitive to the smell that there's no way we're going to get anywhere near them without panicking them. And when we panic them, all the deer are going to panic too. So we're actually going to detour a little bit. And fortunately, we're going to have to work our way over here and hope that we don't have these pigs run them off. Let's come down here and check on this track, see what this is. Rediscovered. Okay, that's the pigs again, see? But you can see, even despite the fact that, you know, we don't have scent cover and we're wearing basically street clothes, we were able to get that big buck, I mean, so close that it startled me when he stepped out in front of us. I didn't even realize he had gotten up that close because he wasn't one of the ones we were tracking. And so you can see, it's very possible to do this. And if you guys will stick with me, I know we're running a little bit long. We're already at 26 minutes. If I need to, I'll divide this into 2 episodes. But we need to get that second deer, and we need to manage to track 5 tracks from one animal. There's another track up there. That'll be 3. Oh, there's another one. Excellent. We're almost there, guys. We'll get that quest out of the way, and then we'll get back on the serious hunt, start moving down towards that water. But gotta get those 5 tracks from the same animal so that we can get that, not only improve our tracking scores as we go, because each one of these counts as points towards improving our tracking, but ultimately work towards, aha, there it is, mission, the knowledge to hunt complete. So we have now managed to fulfill that tracking mission. So the only mission we have left is to take that second mule deer. Now we can get back to business. And we're going to settle ourselves in where we can see the edge of the woods, and we're going to give a couple of calls. We only got to manage to take... Aha, where were you? Mule deer where? Oh, she's off over that way. Fantastic. All right. So... let's give a call. Let's get down low. We're going to creep up to this stone here. Quite honestly, the wind is not with us, so this may not turn out to be worthwhile. We're kind of in line with the wind. Another. Come on, girly girl, where are you? She was about 40 yards out. Okay, now I'm going to use X to free look. Make sure I don't have one approaching from the side. I heard something, but I don't know if that was me. Okay, wait. Hit X so that we're back. She's right up in front of us. Come up a little bit. There she is. All right, let's take her right now, not even messing around. All right, there. That should have dropped her right on the spot. There you go, guys. We're going to hit shift. We're just going to walk freely up. No nonsense. You guys have been so good to stick with me with the amount of time it took us to complete the hunt. But this will be our second mule deer harvest, and that will complete the fourth of our quests. And we will be done with this mission. We had to deviate from our original plan that we had laid out, but that was based on the deer we encountered. And again, not being able to suppress our scent or use any scent to guide them in. You know, there's not much we can do. Get up here on top. Sometimes we'll see deer down there, or we'll see hogs. But there we go. And so, let's collect her. Of course, she has no score value because she is a doe, but you can see it was right there in that heart and lungs region the way it's supposed to be. In terms of trophy shotting her, there's not much we can do, but kind of trophy shot her. Pick her up a little bit. Take the shot. There we go. Oh no, she's gonna fall down. There we go. I'm just gonna get the picture taken so we can get that done. Well, there we go, guys. She's been harvested, and I believe that should have completed all of our stuff. Now, maybe we have to take $2. I don't know. I'm going to have to look, and in order to do that, I'm going to have to pause the recording. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I double-checked, and it indeed did register our mission, so we have successfully completed our mission. We've completed our hunt. We did everything we needed to do, and we have now earned a further $400 GM, and as a result, we are now sitting on 700. Now, we will have new missions that will open up to us. I believe it'll be a mule deer mission that they'll want us. Oh, there's a pheasant. Let's see if we can catch him in here and just see him over there. We can't hunt him. There he is. Oh, gosh, it is such a shame we don't have anything we can legally hunt him with, that long tail. He'd have been a nice one. He just scored nice, but we will come back in our next episode where once again, first we'll start out in the launcher where we'll make sure and activate all the missions that are relative to what we're doing and plan what we have to accomplish, and then we will come out and we will do so. So thank you for joining me, Kache, for this, the second of our missions to continue working those game points for equipment. Woohoo! We did it. Nice buck. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. Remember, if you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly.